Know anyone who gained the COVID-15? You're probably asking, what? Probably, right? And even if you don't, you've likely seen the headlines about how basically everyone gained weight during the pandemic. But what about people who were actively trying to lose or maintain their weight? Or who were getting advice on their nutrition, exercise, and lifestyle habits? You know, the type of people you might work with as a coach. Did they struggle with weight gain too? In a new study, researchers at the University of Toronto examined this very question. My name is Jeremy Cologne, and this is The Dark Side of Fitness, episode 14. How the study worked. There were 585 participants, mostly female, with an average age of 54. All were part of a weight management program their doctor referred them to, which involved monthly check-ins and options for personalized nutrition, workout, and lifestyle plans. Study participants filled out a questionnaire and reported their weights in March 2020 and then again in July 2020. As a result, the data collection took place during the onset of the pandemic, which was a particularly disruptive time for many of us. Important point here. These folks were already enrolled and active in the weight loss program, so they didn't necessarily, quote-unquote, start in March or end in July. It's simply a snapshot of their results and feelings during that period of the program. What the study found. Was it harder for people to lose weight during the pandemic? Yes. And were they more likely to gain weight before the pandemic? Also yes. Let's look a little deeper into that. About 30% of the participants were able to lose 3% or more of their body weight during this pandemic time period, and 21% gained 3% or more of their body weight. That might not sound like such a bad result until you compare it to normal times, pre-pandemic I mean. The researchers said their data showed that about 45% of people in this program are able to lose 3% of their body weight or more over a 3-month period, and only 3.5% of patients gain over 3% of their body weight within 3 months of enrolling at the clinic. So yeah, a lot more people in the program gained weight than usual, and fewer people lost weight. What was behind their struggles? We know from past research that changes to nutrition and exercise routines were likely the two biggest factors in weight gain during the pandemic. That's why it's handy that the researchers asked about other factors the participants believed were impacting their efforts. You can look at the graph above for more information on that. Among the most common, after diet and exercise, of course, were social isolation, loneliness, stress, related to COVID and otherwise, and being homebound. In fact, over half of the patients reported worsening overall health and mental health and worsened physical activity or diet during the pandemic, says the researchers. In both women and men, struggles with exercise, diet, carbohydrate intake, depression, and low motivation were significantly associated with higher odds of weight gain. Are weight loss intentions the difference maker? Yes. The pandemic seems to have made it harder for many folks to lose weight, but that doesn't mean it's impossible, says the scientist. As an example, they point out to another recent study conducted during the pandemic. It followed a 10-week weight loss group held over Zoom, and the results were impressive. People lost an average of 5.8 kilograms, about 12.8 pounds, in 10 weeks, versus an average of 1.3 kilograms, 2.9 pounds, in 12 weeks. The researchers say the Zoom participants likely had strong intentions to lose weight, and that may have been why they fared better with weight loss. In contrast, some participants in the current study said weight management had become secondary to the pressures of COVID-19. Remember, these folks were already in a weight loss program with the pandemic hitting. In other words, their intentions or priorities had changed. This will also point that folks may also need support in different areas of their health, such as sleep or even stress management. Here are some coaching takeaways from this study. Number 1, weight loss is about more than nutrition and workouts. In pandemic times and otherwise, it's also about the other stuff that shapes the decision to cook dinner instead of ordering takeout or fit that 20-minute workout during lunch. From feeling lonely to struggling with mental health, everything else going on in someone's life can be just as important as their plans for food and exercise. That's why it's good to focus on deep health and all the different parts of one's life: mental, emotional, physical, environmental, social, and existential are intertwined. Number 2, obstacles to a healthier habits don't affect everyone the same way. Lots of participants said they struggled with physical activity during the pandemic, and quite a few said being stuck at home was tricky for them. But it wasn't the same for everyone across the board. Some said it meant they had more time to work out. Others said not being able to go to the gym meant they got less activity overall. The point here? A problem for some can be an opportunity for others, and vice versa. We can analyze trends all day and gain valuable insights from them. When it comes down to what moves the needle, it really varies from person to person, just like always. I want to say thank you for getting through to this portion of the video. Before I get to my final thoughts on all this, please like, subscribe, and share this video with anybody who could benefit from this. If you like this type of content, please comment below your thoughts. Let me know. Definitely want to keep expanding on these videos, and any feedback that you have to offer, please let me know. So, my last thoughts on this study that was conducted on weight management and everything during COVID-19 era. We are possibly at the last leg of COVID-19 as things start to feel quote unquote normal again. But just to reflect on the past events over the last couple of years, it has been quite the journey to just go through so many events and situations, both internal, both external, those who are affected by COVID-19, losing family members, getting sick yourself, just so many things to list. But above all, when it comes to bettering yourself, when it comes to losing weight, when it comes to overall healthiness and basically maintaining your well-being, the most important thing above all is being very clear about what you want, being very intentional about what matters most to you, your values. And that correlates to, honestly, whatever we do, even to health and fitness. Every day we are hit with so many ads, so many videos from influencers telling us you need this, you need that, when really to ask yourself, do I really need that? Do I really need to look like this fitness influencer? Do I need this program? Do I need this specific meal plan that such and such celebrity used to get ripped for a movie scene? Honestly, none of that honestly matters. I think at the root cause, and some learning things we learned from COVID, from the pandemic, is that you have to stay true to what matters most to you, because what matters most to you will motivate you to take care of yourself, will motivate you to continue through. If family matters most to you, and by you getting in great shape to see your kids, grow for another year, to see your kids blossom into the adults, the young professionals that you're raising them to be, then that's what matters most to you. And we have to remind ourselves consistently that what is important to us will guide us to what we need and where we need to be. And that's honestly, that's what matters. Don't get me wrong. So many things can affect our well-being, stress, environment, relationships, and everything of that nature. But being true to ourselves and being true to our well-being and what makes us happy, what keeps our energy up, what keeps us protected from negativity, all that plays an effect, and that plays an effect with what matters to us. So at the end of the day, we can talk about fitness, we can talk about health, we can talk about, getting ripped or getting a six pack, but above all, what truly makes you happy? What truly motivates you? What truly wakes you up and gives you energy? That's probably the most important question to ask yourself. And I feel like those are questions that are so underlooked because we hide them through superficial goals. We hide them through very vanity-like situations. And we have to remind ourselves that we are important, that we matter. So at the end of the day, we're all in this together. But at the end of the day, we have to keep ourselves accountable, keep reminding ourselves that life in front of us is in our control. And yeah, that's all I have to say. Please let me know your thoughts. Please like, subscribe, and share this with anybody who can benefit from this. And if anything, reach out to me if you need support. I'm here for you. Take care. Bye.